all that's left to do is make these brackets for the winch. That bracket will mount somewhere probably lower than you can see. It will be welded here and of course there, but the stupid thing is that actually makes it impossible to have bolts that pass through this. So either I have to tap this, but I think it is not thick enough, or I will have to drill holes and weld some bolts in place. So you can thread it, put it on top, and you just put nuts on there. I have to think about that for a while. I get back. This is how I will do it. I will mark where the holes are and drill 3 holes. Then I will put this all thread in the hole, and on the back I will just spot weld it or tack it in place so that it doesn't spin, and then put nuts on there. But then first I have to cut these pieces, and that should be quite short. I will do this in the lathe, and I'll try it, and I'll use a 10mm collet that doesn't damage the threads, and I think I can use the tailstock as an end, so I get all are the same length. So this will be a nice project, an interesting one. Firstly, I will mark the holes and drill and tap them so that I'm sure that they fit. And just to be certain, I will draw a circle around it, so I know that that was the mark. Same there. That looks nice. drill the last hole size, and that is 8.4 millimeters, which is the drill size for M10. Now I'm measuring what length these all thread studs should be. So if I make them 17 millimeters, they should be just fine. So the next job is in the lathe to face this, cut it to 7 millimeters, this and 5 others. Well, the first thing I'll do is, of course, to face it off, since this is the first one. I think back gears may be a bit too slow. Actually, this collet isn't really holding the piece. That's better. Now let's get the parting tool. And one method of doing this is to line the tool up here, and on the digital readout you zero that position, and now you can move it 17 millimeters. There. Loosen the collet. Move the piece out. And then move back to the zero position. And then we part it off. Still, back gears is not speed for us. Really? Still slipping a bit in the collet. You have to be very careful here. One. And then move to 17 again. Back gears, loosen the collet, move it out. And move back to zero. Up to 17, but you just know the drill now. You know, things never go to plan. If I install these, which was a good idea, I can of course never get a bolt onto that. So this was a bad idea. This one works, but this needs the same treatment, I think. Perhaps I should do both of them to get maximum stability. Well, crap. Well, I've made a new hole, and the thing to do now is to weld them on the back side. Weld the plate in place, and then we can mount the winch. So everything that remains on this crane is actually welding. Welding these two plates, one here and one on the boom, and then weld the, we can call them hinges, to the other side of this, and then it is finished. What? Well, now I have charged the battery again, and I can say that the fabrication of the crane is finished. The thing that remains is to go to the boat and try it there. These two, I would call them hinges, are only tacked in place, since I'm not sure that they are exactly in the right place yet. But everything else should now be where they are, and besides that, it's of course painting that remains. So this is the end of this part, and please stay tuned for the next when we go to the boat and see if this fits.